Hello,
Hey there. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Remind me your name.
Summer.
Songa.
Yeah.
Cool. You live in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. How is it for you?
What did you say? Sorry.
How is it there? How do you like it?
Um, I sometimes I wish I lived in a different country, but I like it.
That's good. That's really good.
How are you?
I'm good. I've had a full day. Lots going on today, so that was fun. Some meets, the gym, kind of getting on a trip tomorrow to Toronto. So just lots to do and lots going on.
For a new project, right? You said that?
So in Toronto, that's going to be a personal thing, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'm going to Kansas City next week, and that will be a project.
I think most of the people who follow me already know you, but some of them also don't because I have a lot of real short fans still.
Mhm.
So, do you want to start with tell a little bit about yourself?
Of course, of course. So my name is Cayman Cardiff. Grew up in the South in Savannah, Georgia, and moved out to Utah to go to school. Then, about a year and a few months ago, I moved down to LA to pursue a career in acting. And since I moved here, it's been pretty magical in a way. I started take classes, I started auditioning, and then I started doing things, and it just kind of rolled along, happened, and I've been I've been happy and grateful since. Can't really complain. Um, I grew up a nerd, so I love video games, anime, heroes, fantasy. I love fantasy. Um, so getting to do some fantasy is really fun, werewolf stuff. But I also really, really love high fantasy. So like magic, elves, all that kind of stuff. Very much a nerd. And then I don't know. I love people. I love interacting with people. I love connecting with people. I love talking with people, hearing their stories. Uh, Favorite things. Um, and entertaining. I love making people feel seen. I love making people feel heard. And I love making people laugh. So it's one of my favorite things.
It was if you could tell a little fun fact about yourself.
Mm. Um, a cool thing about my not a lot of people know is I actually know how to sail, like with boats. In high school, I was on my high school sailing team, and we raced sailboat, and I loved it. It's one of my favorite things. Now, it's obviously something that takes money and all that, so it's one of the things that I'm going to do later on. Pursue more sailing, but I love sailing.
One is how life is in LA different than Georgia.
That's a great question. Um, Los Angeles is a city of creatives, people who are driven, people who want to impact the world, people who want to make a change. Um, and the circles that I run in, that is so common. And it is so motivating to be around such driven and motivated people that it's so much fun. There's opportunities, there's things happening. There are so many different circles of people that you can find anything and everything that you're interested in. In Georgia, the pace is just slower. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a slower pace. People are content with their lives. They're happy with what they have. It's a really, really beautiful place. There's a lot of I don't know. People find a lot of comfort in routine. A lot of
Mhm.
comfort in doing things like being outdoors and being I don't know, it's a lot more family social, meaning families tend to stay more nuclear there. Whereas here in LA, your family is your friend group. Your family is the people that you associate with, and you really do develop your curated or created family.
Yeah, I understand. Two questions. What, yeah, what languages do you speak?
Yeah. So English is my first and native language.
Yeah.
I have learned and speak Spanish fluently. And I'm taking courses or I'm learning Portuguese and French. Um, Eventually, my goal is to learn a lot more languages. I love language. My major in college was Spanish and linguistics. So, language is something that is so important to me because the more you can communicate through language, the more you can communicate through other people. You can understand and and listen to people's stories. And as a storyteller, it's
Mhm.
so important to be able to understand people. And that's where communication and language is so, so important to me.
And the second was about Spanish when you learned that.
I've been learning Spanish since middle school. So I started in middle school, and then I had high school classes, and then I grew up Mormon, so I went on a Mormon mission to San Diego. And in San Diego, I worked almost exclusively with the Spanish-speaking populations there. And so it was part of my mission to learn Spanish. I learned it enough to where I can communicate and converse, but I didn't really have the grasp that I have of Spanish now. And then I went to school after my mission. And when I was at the University of Utah, I made it my major. I studied Spanish at a collegiate level, and years of reading and speaking and writing in Spanish just it stuck. And so now I speak Spanish fluently. I'm constantly learning, just like I'm constantly learning English. There's more words that I'm learning in English, and just like that, I'm learning more words in Spanish. And so, yeah, I love Spanish, and I've been learning it for you could say 16 years now. So it takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, but it also takes passion.
That's bizarre. That's almost how old I am.
Really, that's crazy. Well, start learning a language now, and by the time you're my age, you'll have it.
Do you like then also learn like Italian or Dutch or
I would love to learn Italian. I have not been really exposed to Dutch, um, but
me?
again, yeah, I know. But again, I'd love to learn as many languages as I can. I want to be a polyglot. I want to be able to communicate with more people, be able to understand more people, and I want to teach. I want people to learn and understand English. I want to be able to teach Spanish. I want to be able to teach other languages. And if I can do that, I think that'd be really fulfilling for me.
Yeah. Um, the next question is about what hobbies do you have?
Mm. I love video games. I love um, going on walks. I just love being connected to the earth. So hikes and walks. Um, I love volleyball. Volleyball is one of my biggest hobbies. I play a lot of volleyball, and it makes me very happy. Um, I like eating. Eating is nice. Like going to restaurants and having experiences. I love traveling. I I love culture. And so people and culture are mixed, you know? And so I love meeting people, hearing about what makes them who they are and the cultures that they share. What are some of your hobbies
Um,
besides verticals?
I think like fitness. I like
Mm.
to do. My gym is like 5 minutes away from me. Is a lot there. Um, I like going out with my friends. Um, I like taking photos, mostly
Love that.
outside.
Mhm.
I like going on a walk,
Yeah,
things like that.
I love that.
I'm going maybe a little quicker through the things since there are a lot.
No worries.
But what led your interest in becoming an actor?
It's actually a really good question. It's funny. I never thought I would be an actor. I never thought that I should act. I never thought that that was something that I could or would do. Actually, for the longest time when I was in college, I was pre-med. I was planning to go to medical school and become a doctor. And well, let's just say the universe course corrected me. And my manager, who I have right now, I didn't know him at the time, but he reached out to me and told me that he wanted me on his roster as his leading man. And I didn't know what that meant at the time. So I emailed him back and said, I don't know what that means. He's like, well, next time you're in LA, let's meet. And I said, okay. So I met with him and he said, I think you can be an actor. You need to do this, you need to take headshots, you need to get on these casting um, websites, and kind of just laid out all the things that I needed to do. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work and I continue on what I'm doing. So I started doing those things. I met him in 2023. And then by January of 2024, last year, um, I moved here and started. And well, let's just say that it worked because I quickly started auditioning, taking classes. I did a couple Lifetime movies. I did an international commercial that got me to join the union, the SAG Screen Actors Guild. And then I started doing verticals, and well, once I did one, they just kept coming. So I started with one back in October. They asked me to do another one immediately after. So I was there in Toronto through November. And then came back, and that's when I did Unwanted True Mate and Billionaire's Amnesiac Bride in December. And then January, February, March, April, I've just had back to back to back to back projects, and they've been releasing and coming out, and just getting more and more traction, more and more notice from people, and especially with Unwanted True Mate, and then my most recent Werewolf. verticals, and on Candy Jar, not Galatea anymore, formerly known as Galatea TV, Candy Jar, playing pretend. And as those started coming out and getting more traction, then I started getting more offers from other platforms saying, "Hey, we want you. Can we book you? What dates are you available?" And it went from auditioning to just being asked to play roles. And now I'm doing verticals, but also auditioning for large roles in major network television shows and movies. So I've been submitting auditions for big shows on ABC, NBC, CBS. Like it's really cool. Um, yeah, so I never thought I was going to, but my manager, he pushed me into it, and I am grateful he did because you're right.
But for roles, uh, do you hope to get like on the bigger platforms
Yeah, so
or
I
same?
always say I feel like it's not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah.
Um, I know that I'm gonna have TV shows and movies that I'll be in. But even in just the vertical world, like I'm working with the best platforms. Drama Box they love me and they continue to hire me. I just worked with Real Short, um, and Viglu and Galatea and uh, others have been trying to book me, but the dates aren't lining up. So I mean, it's just like I know that I'm going to work with all of the vertical platforms, which is great. But I also know that at some point I'm going to be on TV and in movies and things. It's just kind of a weird feeling, but it's exciting because I know that it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
He really is. You know, I always say he believes in me more than I do, which is crazy because my self-confidence is pretty legendary. Like I believe in myself very much. Like I have so much confidence, but he somehow believes in me even more than I do, and it makes me feel so good. I feel so comfortable because my manager truly does care, and he truly knows that I'm going to go all the way.
Yeah.
And so it's really exciting to have my manager and my agents and everybody who's kind of on my team helping me, supporting me, um, fans and friends and people around me. I just feel so much love. I feel so much gratitude for how I've gotten here when I wasn't even trying. And I don't mean that in any way like, oh, I wasn't trying. It just kind of, the universe just pushed me here, and
Yeah.
I just kind of followed the wave. And so I'm trying to be as karmically positive, as loving, as kind. Whenever I'm on set, I make sure to make every co-star feel safe, feel loved, feel cared for, and feel heard, because those things are what I can do as a male lead. I can be an example of kindness, of love, and empathy on set. I can make sure that everyone feels, especially my female co-star, feels safe, because I've heard so many stories of female co-stars not feeling safe,
Yeah.
and that's the last thing I want. I want to be the safest male presence on set.
Yeah, already heard something from Tess about you.
Really?
I talk to her sometimes, so yeah.
Oh, Tess.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tess,
got you.
yeah.
I love Tess so much. She's so sweet. Um, she and I got along really well. We had so much fun, such great chemistry. We just really clicked. We really connected and still do. Like we talk all the time. I love that girl.
Can't wait to watch it. Because that will be your first real show.
Real short. Yeah. That one was fun. It was crazy. It was hectic, but it we got it done, and I think it's gonna be really good.
I will be for sure posting about it.
Good.
I'm gonna make who has been the most difficult character for you to do. That's
Okay,
a little
that I
bit
got it. Got it.
easier
Got it.
work.
Who's been the most difficult character to create?
Yeah.
Um, that's a really good question. Honestly, I feel like most of my characters have just been really easy to fall into. Um, I'd say maybe Justin Hunt from Saving Nora. Um, that one was difficult for me. It was hard to get into. The project was a little bit more difficult for me. I just I didn't feel connected to the story as much. I felt like Justin Hunt was just kind of a side piece to the story. And so I didn't really feel as connected to the character, nor did I feel as connected to Nora, which was played by Neela Jolene. I felt great. Like Neela and I were great friends. We had so much fun, but I just didn't feel like I connected or was able to connect with Neela, or not Nora. So yeah, Justin Hunt.
Which app was that?
That was Pocket FM. You can watch all of their stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next is what is a memorable moment for you on a vertical set?
Um, I've had some really great, beautiful moments. And I'll say one for a project that has come out already. Um, so in playing pretend on Candy Jar, or formerly known as Galatea TV, um, there's a moment in which expressing, I'm telling my story to Anna, my co-star, um, about what happened to my ex-fiance, who passed away. And it was essentially a monologue for my character, for me, a really long story that I had to explain, and it was so memorable because everyone got quiet. Like when we were filming it, like they said, "Hey, respect the actors, even in between takes, keep it quiet. This is a very intense, emotional scene." Blah 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 blah. And it was so powerful to me, the ability that on every single time that I talked about, because I had to do this multiple takes, every single time that I talked about my fiance passing away, my body just brought the tears, brought the emotion, brought the real sadness. And it was just really powerful, because I obviously, my fiance hasn't died. I don't have a fiance, but being able to be an actor and truly live in that character as Brennan Wolf, and feel the pain that I went through, uh, in this made up imaginary space. Um, it was so powerful, so poignant to me that I could do that, and that those emotions were real. Like they weren't fake. I wasn't just pushing a tear out. The emotions brought the tears. And that was one of those moments for me where I was like, I love acting because being able to place myself in other people's shoes, it's what true empathy is. Being able to feel and understand. And I had a similar moment in a drama box production with Savage Alpha, made it to my Savage Alpha, when I thought that my co-star had been poisoned past resuscitation, where she was going to die. The doctor came out and told me and my sister, and um, I had this beautifully sad moment of just genuine anger, sadness, and just let it out, and it was caught on camera, and it's just so real. And it's those moments that are so powerful to me. They're poignant, because they remind me why I do this.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I like most when actors do that. It makes more real.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely something that takes training.
Yeah,
It takes experience, and it takes a connection with the body that is sometimes hard for people to find. Even actors can't get there. It takes time. It takes internal work, um, and it's crazy because it's something that I went through. I went through a pretty intense emotional experience last year that really forced me to deal with my internal self, and it unlocked channels of emotion that I hadn't had access to before, and it's made my acting so much more real. It's made it real. It's made it genuine. It's made it powerful.
yeah. I um is is there a is there a vertical actress that you would like to work with that you haven't already?
I've been talking with a director who wants me to work with Kira. Um, and I think eventually I'm going to. And she's somebody that I'd really like to work with.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
I like her
we
a
got
lot.
some things. Yeah.
You mean like Kira, who's most of the time working with Eric, and right?
Hmm.
Yeah, then we mean the same.
Yeah.
What what was your first acting job?
My first acting job was it was a Lifetime movie that I did back in July of last year. It was Betrayed by Love. It was really fun. And I actually played uh, like a trailer trash, dirty, grungy character. So I had my hair covering my eyes, and I was very, yeah. Which is funny because it's very, very different to who I am, and a lot of the characters that I portray now, which are very polished, very handsome, very debonair, and so it's nice because I liked that I could show range from the very beginning.
Can people still watch that? Or
Yeah, it's on Amazon. You can rent it for like $3. Betrayed by Love.
okay, had to ask that.
Of course.
what what's your biggest aspirations?
I want to make art in the form of movies, shows, verticals, however it is, that change hearts, change minds, help people to learn, help people to grow, to see things differently. Because I feel like that's why I'm here in this industry. I have a really, really big heart. I just love, I love everyone. And, I constantly wear my little Care Bear hats because we need more love.
Yeah.
And I think I'm in a really great position to create and show the world a better way of loving, a better way of caring, a better way of expressing, a better way of communicating, seeing who we are as humans. Um, and that's my biggest aspiration. You know, the acting will come, the producing will come, the directing will come, but at the end of the day, when I'm gone from this world, I want to have created projects that will continue to teach people for generations a better way. Love, empathy, kindness, compassion. That's what I want to do.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
What are your top three goals?
Well, we can make those a little bit more short term. Um, I want to get a series regular in a network show or a streaming show. Um, I want to write, produce, and or direct or star in my own vertical. And personally, I want to travel. I want to go to so many different places in this world and see them all, meet amazing people, and spread love.
Do you have like a favorite country you would like to go to?
Well, I already have a plan to go to Spain this summer, so that's going to be fun. Um, but I think I'd love to visit Australia and like Bali, Thailand, like that whole area of the world. Um, I'd love to go visit the Netherlands and Sweden and that part of the world, Amsterdam. I think that'd be so fun.
Amsterdam is great.
Hmm.
Do you love supporting the LGBTQ plus community?
I love supporting everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
I already
so
heard that.
yes, 100% wholeheartedly. I love, like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah,
I love wholeheartedly. Love is love. You love a man, if you love a woman, if you just love someone because of their personality, regardless of of what they look like, then that's what matters.
yeah,
Um, and there's, like I said, there's too much hate, too much separation, too much discord happening right now, especially when it comes to those matters. Let people love. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. They're not doing anything. No one's doing anything to harm you just because they love. And I mean that on both sides, whether it's straight, whether it's gay or queer, whether it's um, religious, non religious, just let people exist.
yeah. 100% agree. I think like that. I have a lot of male friends who are also gay. So yeah,
Right. Same. Mhm.
I love everyone.
Good, as you should.
This is one of my own questions. If you could give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Don't second guess your gut. Your body knows. Your body is the ultimate sensor. It knows when other people are telling you the truth. It knows when other people are lying. It knows when you should do something, when you shouldn't do something. Your gut knows. Follow it. It's your instinct. That's really, you have to learn to love your body because your body will always love you.
So,
Wish I'd known that earlier.
well, that had me a little bit speechless.
Trust your body. It knows. Love your body.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna explain why I'm getting
No, that's okay. That's okay. Get emotional. Let your body tell you what it's feeling. That's your body right now. Trust it. Lean into it. Lean into it. You're in a safe space.
Yeah, I know. That's why it happened. I think why I'm getting emotional is because I have done that myself too much. That's why.
Well, you deserve to. Everyone does.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of times we think that our other half is somewhere out there in the world and it's our job to find them. But something that I've found is that to be whole, your other half is actually just right here. And if you find that and really, really believe it and really have deep conversations with your body and love your body, um, you become complete. It's not another person. Another person doesn't complete you. You complete you. When you finally love that inner child,
Yeah,
the inner self.
I do it a lot more recently, but it still got to me when you said
Right?
that. Are you the type that tried Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes. I am a dungeon master and I have played many years of Dungeons and Dragons. It is one of my favorites. As a player character, also as a dungeon master, and I love that game. I also play Baldur's Gate 3, which is Dungeons and Dragons in video game form, pointing to my computer. So, yeah.
The question was first a little bit different. The word nerd was also
It was what?
the question was first. Are you the nerd type that tried?
I am the nerd type, but I also am the Dungeons and Dragons nerd. And I gladly own up to my nerdy because, I mean, look at Henry Cavill. He's a big nerd and he's a hunk. So, nothing wrong with being a nerd.
That's true. To
How did I get the growl?
yeah, to the point of perfection? Somebody asked.
Well, it's actually really funny because when I did Unwanted True Mate, I had never done a werewolf one. I had never seen a werewolf one. I just took the script and said, all right, I don't look like a werewolf. They're not putting prosthetics on me. They're not making me hairy. They're not doing anything to make me into a werewolf. How can I make the audience believe that I'm a werewolf? And so there was a lot of lines in which I was angry at someone or frustrated at someone. And so whenever that happened, I would just get frustrated and let it out. And then I'd talk, "What are you doing?" And like allow the growl to enter through my voice as I spoke. And when I got angry with someone, or especially with Unwanted True Mate, like when I was getting mad at well, anyone and everyone, I just growled. And it just felt natural. It felt like what I was supposed to do. And then when Unwanted Trimate came out, and everyone was like, his growl is so good. He's so werewolf in this. And I was just like, really? I was like, is that all it takes? But then apparently, I am constantly told that it's my growl. And I think it's the thing I do with my teeth. I put my bottom jaw forward and I tilt my head down, and it gives just this very ferocious look. And that's how I perfected the growl. I don't know. I just went with it. It was literally just instinct.
Yeah, because you have done now a little bit, a few werewolves one way.
Yeah, I have done 5 werewolves, and my next project is also a werewolf, so 6. Only 3 of them will come out though. So I'm waiting on 2 of them to come out, and then my next one we haven't even shot yet. So
6. And next is about music.
I love music.
Yeah, which song or artist is your favorite? That's the question.
That's tough. Um,
Or
it
more.
depends on the genre because I listen to a lot of different types of music depending on what I'm feeling. So I'll listen to like some EDM. I love Fred again. I love John Summit. I love when it comes to more pop music, I love like Chapel Roan is killing it right now. I love her stuff. I love Sabrina Carpenter. Those girls are just crushing it. Um, I also I listen to a lot of lo-fi music when I want to just like study or focus or kind of be in a zen space. So my music tastes are all over. And my favorite artists change all the time. I also love Ariana Grande. She's great. Kesha, so fun. Um, I love country. I've been listening to a lot of Orville Peck um, and a few others here and there. It's just honestly, it all just depends on my mood. Sometimes it depends on the character that I'm playing. Um, I change. Like I was just a mechanic and I was country. I was from the South and talked my Southern accent and just listened to country music the whole time. And it was just real cool because I didn't really, I don't know, I listened to Orville Peck and I just got my country on and talked with my Georgia voice because I grew up in the South. And I don't know, a lot of people can't tell. because it is kind of subtle, but it's a little bit different. A little bit different. So my roles definitely affect me in terms of my day-to-day living, what I do, what I listen to, all that. Yeah.
It's about 3 of your shows you did. It's more like if you're going to be in one, or when you're. Wait, I'm gonna first. Are you going to be in Running Point Duel?
Oh, okay. Um, that's a good question. So the first season, I was just I was just background. So I was the team trainer, and I didn't have any lines. I didn't have anything like that. I was just there. It was actually great because I got to learn a lot. I was on as a SAG. Uh, I was on a SAG contract, so I was able to become eligible to join the union. But season two is going to start filming later this summer, I believe. And I know a lot of the directors, or I know the director and the producers, and we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to come back on as the team trainer because I don't really do background anymore. I'm actually
Mhm.
acting.
Yeah.
So if I got on, it would be for a role. Um, but we'll see. I know a lot of people in it, so I would love to.
Um, and the other ones is about my mafia pilot boyfriends. Also, wait, I wrote it down a little bit difficult.
That's okay.
Uh, when you will record the next Boys Love?
When will I do another Boy Love?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't have any plans right now. I have been talking with the director and producer who is considering doing one, and in another country, and wants to make a really really good one. Um, and so I would help curate the cast on that one, and as long as it was a really good story, I'd do it. My biggest thing is I don't want, like, as an actor, you don't want to be placed in a category to where people only think you can do that one thing because it did well. So I love doing I loved Mafia Pilot Boyfriend because it was so much fun and I love boy love content. Um I just don't want to do a ton of them because then I'll only get placed or looked at for those. That's why I love doing the um diversifying, just showing that I have success with all different genres.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure soon I'll do another one, but it'll be a really good one, and that's
There was also the question about the mafia one. Now I'm thinking of it. When you were going to do another one.
season two.
Yeah.
Um, that's not up to me, so I don't know. It's done well. It's doing well still. So if they wanted to do another season, I'd be down. But that's up to the writer and the producer.
I had like 3 or 4 people saying that.
Yep, it's a sorry. Yep, it's a common question for me as well. Many people ask me that one, and I'm just like, I don't know.
The next is about what has been your favorite project to film. No, wait. What has been your favorite project so far, film wise?
That's tough. So I just finished a project last week. Um, filmed here in LA. It was for Viglu, and it will come out most likely in June. Um, I was an auto mechanic. That's the one that I had my southern accent and I got to be all country for. And that one was the only one that I finished that I cried afterwards that it was over.
No.
Because it was just a magical experience for me. I enjoyed every moment of it. So hasn't come out yet. Won't be out till next month, but
When it does, are you going to post about it?
1,000,000% yes.
And I think
Yeah.
Lisa will be too. Say
I'll post about it. Lisa will post about it. Real will post about it.
me.
Team Cayman's gonna post about it. Everyone's gonna post about it because it is
Yeah.
going to be the hottest thing on the internet. I mean it.
Can wait.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be good. Cars. Ugh. And dirty shirtless me. It's good.
While you're laughing.
It's because it's funny. I just really enjoyed that project. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait to watch it.
Same. So much same.
Um, the next is about if you could reprise an iconic role from another actor's career, who and why?
Wow, that's a really good question. I have not thought about this. Um, wow. Um, I can't stop thinking about like Lord of the Rings. Like I would love to be the Aragorn
Yeah.
from the Lord of the Rings and reprise that role. The king, oof, yeah, oof. Fall in love with Arwen. Yeah, recreate a Lord of the Rings, but modern because Peter Jackson did phenomenal with that series, like or that trilogy, phenomenal. But like that was early 2000s slash 1990s. Like now, technology and everything, like it's just so fun. I would love to do high fantasy Lord of the Rings, or or do The Witcher and because Henry Cavill's not in it anymore, take that role. But I know Liam Hemsworth is now, but I can do it. I could do it.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Same.
My brother has literally every book and every movie. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
Lord of the Rings is good.
I grew up with it.
Same, same.
What is your favorite film to watch yourself?
One of my favorite movies of all time is Everything Everywhere All at Once. A24. They crushed that movie. Michelle Yeoh, just phenomenal. And this the message, the message behind that kindness, just love, because you don't know what's going on in people's lives, and because nothing matters, it truly all matters to just live in the moment and love. That one did things for me.
Mm. I'm laughing now because the last couple interviews I did are always going about food. Because the next question is about what is your favorite food and what is your favorite drink?
Okay, this is gonna be an easy one. My favorite food, I'm basic, but I love a really good carne asada quesadilla or a steak quesadilla, because it's just the perfect combo of salty and like umami and cheese. Oh, it's so good. But I also love Thai food. So like I can do Thai food anytime. Yeah. Favorite drink? I've it's bad, but I really love Coke Zero.
Same.
It's just so good. It's not fair. But I've been on a like sparkling water kick lately, trying to like do that, and I found some really good ones that I like. Um, and actually, there's this one that my manager got me on. It's called Chi, or yeah, Chi. Um, those are really good. But Coke Zero, when I'm just like I need dopamine, Coke Zero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need it.
Then you like what I have in my fridge.
Coke Zero.
um, my next question is about how how do you deal with stress or anxiety?
That is a great question. I feel like a lot of people need that.
Yeah.
Um, well, for me, having regular physical exercise, I go to the gym 2 hours a day usually. That helps a lot. Like just being active. When I don't go to the gym, I can feel the stress. When I'm not walking, I can feel the stress. When I don't have cardio of some sort, I can feel the stress. Um, I'd say I also allow myself to be alone when I need to be alone. 'Cause sometimes people are like, "Oh, can we do something? Can I see you? Can I this?" And I tend to be, "Yeah, sure, of course." But recently, I've had to just be like, "Hey, I need some me time. Can I just get a little bit of that right now?" And learned not to just say yes to everything. That's been helpful. But I think um, a lot of stress and anxiety for me goes away the more comfortable I am, kind of like we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
with my body and loving myself. The more I'm just like, I'm okay. I'm not perfect. and that's okay. I'm not I'm not, on the street. I'm not saying that that's an unfortunate situation for anyone, but it doesn't have to be me. And so I'm grateful that I have a home. I'm grateful that I can pay for food. I'm grateful that I have people that I know that love me. And I just focus on the gratitude. I focus on the things that I am truly grateful for. Um, and I feel like gratitude has gotten me out of some really dark spaces because I'm like, you know what? I'm doing okay. And and rewiring my brain to being okay with not being okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like there are times when it's just like I am sad or I am angry or I am just stressed and I want to just get rid of that feeling. But sometimes the best way to move through a feeling is to sit in it.
Mhm.
Let the feeling tell your mind what it is that's going on. And then maybe you can learn from it. Maybe you're angry because somebody's crossing a boundary. Maybe you're anxious because you're worried about something. Well, is there something you can do about it? Maybe you're sad because you've lost something. Allow your body to feel those things. And as you do, you'll find the other side comes a lot faster.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also what you said about it's okay to not be okay. I didn't tell myself that before, but now I do,
Good,
and it really helps.
good. Because it is.
Yeah,
It's okay to not be in a good space. And it's okay to ask for help.
yeah,
It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be hurt. You don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to be happy all the time.
yeah. The next question is you already kind of answered that. What you do when you have an off day mentally and you still have to work?
Um, what I do is that's where grit comes in. Tenacity. Um, just get through it. Um, and then take the time after to heal. Um, that's when you can ask people to like, hey, I love you, but give me some space right now. I'm not feeling okay. And I don't have the energy to give to you. And I don't want to come across rude. I don't want to come across angry. I just want to get this done today. And then I'll be my bright, cheery self another day. And again, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, it's funny. We're kind of answered a few ones that are coming,
Love it. Makes it easier.
but I'm still gonna say this, or else the how do you say that? The order in my head doesn't match. If you could create your own show, what would it be about? But you said a little bit.
Hmm.
Or do you have more?
Um, yeah, no, I have a lot of different ideas for shows. Um, There's one that I'd like to do with regards to my Mormon mission trip that I did.
Yeah.
I have some really good ideas for a comedy following some missionaries, and that's all I'll say because I don't want to give away the idea and how to be taken. But there's some really really funny stuff that I could do there, and it'd be really funny.
I love watching comedies.
Same. Comedy is like my wheelhouse. I love comedy, but it's so funny because I do so much drama. Because I also do that. I also do that well, but like some of my most comedic moments in these verticals just land, and I love it.
Yeah, then the next was about what do you hope to achieve in your future career or personal life?
Yeah, that one is similar.
Yeah,
Produce verticals, create things that change hearts and minds,
yeah.
and travel. I want to go see the world.
The next is about the vertical space. How do you feel that it's growing so big at the moment and there are a lot of fan pages coming up?
Which page?
Fan pages.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel that the vertical world is growing so big at the moment uh, all around the world and there are so many fan pages coming up? That was the question.
Got you. I think it's great. I think it shows that people care about this. And I mean, for me personally, like I've got multiple fan pages now, and I think
Yeah,
it's cool. I enjoy it. I love being able to interact. I love the creative things that people do. They create interesting things. They take photos and put little captions or make memes. It's just fun. I enjoy it because then there's other people doing creative things around me and I get to share that. So I like it.
yeah. Lisa is doing it a lot for you and also for other people too, of course, but
Hmm.
mainly also for you.
Yeah,
I talk to her a lot.
I like Lisa.
She
She's
helps
great.
me. She helps me a lot.
That's great. She's so sweet.
Yeah. This is already the last question, and I always end with this one. Maybe you have seen it, but if you want to say something to the viewers who are watching our interview right now.
Thank you. Um, I am not blind to the fact that one, I wouldn't have a job as an actor if there weren't people watching what I did. Um, so first and foremost is thank you for watching with love, for watching with excitement, and sharing that excitement with me, with your friends, your family. It fills me with so much gratitude knowing that I'm creating something that moves you. Because that's what I want to do. Ultimately, like I said throughout the interview, I want to change hearts. I want to change minds. And if I can show people that there's a better way to love, if I can show people that as a man, you can treat a woman with kindness and tenderness. Um, you can resolve conflicts in ways other than slapping. I mean, if I can do any of that just through my acting, then I'm doing my job. And I wouldn't be able to do that without you, without you sharing, without you discussing, without you creating posts, without you creating um, questions here now, giving me a platform to share. And yeah, so thank you.
That was the last one.
Wonderful.
Been a long conversation. I can see that. But
Yeah,
we
it's
pulled
good.
off.
Is this the longest one you've had?
It comes really close.
Yeah. Well, I definitely am a talker, but also you had a lot of really good questions. So uh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was mixed from questions of your followers, I think, more, and a little bit of my own.
You post it usually in one thing, or do you chop it up into different?
Um, it depends. When it's a video call like this, then it's gonna be chopped.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
Instagram only allows like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
way longer than that.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, I think like 5
Cool.
parts.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Thanks for getting up early,
It's okay.
and thanks for rescheduling, because yesterday I had auditions all day. So it just, and they were due, and I was like, so I had to do them that morning, and it just, I got them all done. They were great. So we'll see.
Yeah, I have no problems with rescheduling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. This was fun. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
thank
it. And
you.
thanks for having some emotional moments with me, and being open to having those moments.
Of course. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too.